What is going on, everyone? It's Super here, and welcome back to another Injustice 2 Q&A. First off, I want to apologize for not uploading this last Saturday. And I didn't even do the commentary because you guys know the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta came out that Saturday, like morning, like right at midnight Saturday. It came out, ran through Monday night. So I was on that a lot. pretty much every moment that I was awake, other than, you know, right when I wake up and like eat or something, I was on the beta, like streaming it. So thank you to everyone who tuned into the streams. There was a ton of you guys just throughout the course of the stream, which is absolutely incredible that, you know, people will stay watching my stream for about almost 7 to 8 hours when I was streaming, and still like having a blast. So just want to thank you guys for you know, hanging out with me during the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta. So here we are today. I'm doing this Q&A very early in the week just because I missed Saturday, and I wanted to do it a little bit early and not wait till Saturday because I have a lot of good questions that I want to answer. So let's get started here with a couple of general questions. As always, if you guys do enjoy the videos, make sure you guys leave a like rating. It's always appreciated. All right. First question in caps. When are we going to get any info on the Ninja Turtles? And all I could share with them, not share because I'm not an insider person, don't get it twisted, I don't know anything about like what goes on in the game. That was a poorly worded sentence. I was gonna start there. All I know is that Injustice 2 and NetherRealm have a release schedule for their DLC characters. So all I can tell you guys, really, because anyone could tell you guys, and you guys who have been keeping up with my Q&As or just news videos in general will know, the release day for the Ninja Turtles is going to be on February 13th. No secret there. NetherRealm always releases their DLC characters the second Tuesday of the month. Enchantress came out January 9th. I told you guys 2 months back Enchantress is going to be released that day. I called all these DLC characters because they're on the schedule and they haven't broken the schedule. So all I can tell you guys is that February 13th is going to be the release date for the Ninja Turtles. So other than that, I can't tell you guys anything about, you know, any trailers or any info at all, because if you guys remember, we didn't hear anything about Enchantress up until like maybe a week, maybe even less than a week before she was released. I think we got her trailer on a Friday, right? Or a Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, because then Friday was a Watchtower. So we got her trailer on the Thursday before she was released. On the Thursday before the Tuesday that she was released. So that could happen with TMNT. Or the other scenario that I see is that we get information way ahead of time, because if this is the final DLC character for Injustice 2, NetherRealm definitely wants to get the word out there, especially about TMNT, because these characters are NetherRealm's like baby. These characters are their home run swing to try to draw back a lot of the casual audience that maybe bought Injustice 2 and then stopped playing it, because the game is, you know, it has months under its belt. You know, it's not like that close to being a year old yet. That's in May, a couple months from now, but the game has months under its belt. So a lot of the people who are playing Injustice 2 right now are people who just, you know, really enjoy NetherRealm fighting games or just fighting games in general. But a lot of the more casual audience has stopped playing the game, or maybe play it every once in a while, maybe once a month, somewhere around there. So that could be one scenario. The other scenario is TMNT gets the Enchantress treatment, and nothing is said, no info is given on TMNT until the Thursday or the Wednesday before the Tuesday that she comes out, or in this case TMNT. So it could be either or. Either NetherRealm would be smart and promotes the crap out of TMNT to draw a lot of people, to get a lot of sales, or they wait until the last minute and just have a lot less hype revolving around the character having a gameplay reveal like very close to the release date with no info prior to that. So I guess we'll find out in the next few weeks if that's going to be the case. But anything that comes up, I'll keep you guys updated. Now let's move on here. A couple last general questions here. Are you going to upload as many Dragon Ball FighterZ videos as Injustice 2? And the answer is yes. I will be playing Dragon Ball FighterZ a lot more than Injustice 2 for a little bit, just because obviously Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to be a new game. Because once the game comes out, I'm going to do a playthrough on the story mode, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of other stuff. And I have a ton of beta footage that I have to upload. So I might even upload 2 videos a day for a very long time for Dragon Ball FighterZ. But do not worry, there will still be plenty of Injustice 2, especially leading into February when, of course, Ninja Turtles are going to be released. But I'll definitely be covering Injustice 2 and Dragon Ball FighterZ equally. If not, you know, Dragon Ball FighterZ a little bit more because, like I mentioned before, it's a new game. Alright. Enchantress. Ooh, an Enchantress question. Nice. Is Enchantress your favorite DLC character? And why? Yes, Enchantress so far is my favorite DLC character. I said the same with Adam, and I said the same thing with Hellboy, because all these characters have been very unique. And that's the thing about Hellboy, Adam, Enchantress. And I hope the Ninja Turtles carries this torch of being very unique playstyle wise. Because there's a lot of characters in Injustice 2 where, you know, they play very similar to each other. You know, take it like Superman, Supergirl, and they have a lot of things that you could interchange with characters. But Hellboy, Adam, and Enchantress have been 3 characters in a row that have brought something very unique to Injustice 2, especially with Adam and Enchantress. So Adam was my favorite DLC character at the time, but now Enchantress is definitely my favorite DLC character because she's sort of like, she doesn't break the game because she's not like broken or anything. At least I don't think so. You know, she's only been out for like 8 days, so I guess that to find out she's broken, it takes like a month probably to figure out like how well she's doing, maybe even more. But she is pretty good. I definitely see her doing really well in tournament. But she sort of breaks the rules of the game, and she like plays her game. Like, you have to play Enchantress's game unless you are an insanely offensive character, or you're a character that has a grounded like special move that isn't a projectile, but it travels across the screen. I'll give you guys a couple examples. Aquaman, Black Adam, Atrocitus. These characters destroy Enchantress because Enchantress's gimmick is to put up the wall, stop zoning. You don't have to hide behind the wall, but the wall is there to stop the zoning while you cast your spell on the opponent. The opponent is has a spell on him or her. It's either one of the 4 random spells that you get. Some are better than others, but the point is you want a spell on your opponent almost at all time because it gives Enchantress a huge advantage. But with characters like Black Adam, Aquaman, and Atrocitus, they don't care about your wall, and it takes so long to cast a spell, your opponent's not going to be in danger of that ever, pretty much, because they could just do their low projectile that's going to catch Enchantress, and now you're knocked down, and they could actually zone you out. Now the thing with her is that she does have really good buttons. Like, she has her back 2, she has her forward 2, really good buttons. So it's not like she'll get outspaced completely. It's just you can't do her gimmick, which is something that is key to her gameplay. But that being said, versus most of the cast, she sort of like disrupts the rhythm of the game, and it's something very unique, and I really enjoy it. So she's my favorite character because she has a lot of setup. She has a lot of you're pretty much doing something every single like second of the match when you're not playing versus characters like Atrocitus, Black Adam, and Aquaman. And not only that, but her demon allows her for crazy mix-up situations and mind games. So she's definitely my favorite character. She's more like a setup slash space control game managing character. All right, first question comes from Vince McMahon. Who has your favorite Injustice 2 gear? My favorite Injustice 2 gear is probably biased, but my favorite Injustice 2 gear belongs to Sub-Zero, because the point of the gear is to have different, looks and try to make different variations of the characters. And Sub-Zero could pretty much make every single classic Mortal Kombat Ninja palette swap. And if you guys know me and my channel, you guys know pretty much every character in my top 10 either is a robot, Kitana or Cassie, Aaron Black, and the ninjas. All the ninjas are in my top 12 because, adding Aaron Black and Cassie into Sector and Sector and Kitana, that leaves a huge gap for the 7 palette swap ninjas that you could put in there. So that's my favorite. Like I said, I might be biased just because it's not even like that. Sub-Zero has unique gear that all looks amazing. It's just you can make all these different classic Mortal Kombat ninjas. So that's why Sub-Zero has my favorite gear. Gary asks, in Injustice 2, when your gear is overflowing, does the gear disappear or do you lose the gear? Yes. There's actually a little, I think it's 20 slots for overflowing gear, but once the gear slots are full, the first gear that you got that took up the gear slots in the overflow section disappear. The new ones replace the old, so they do disappear if you don't reclaim those. Levi asks, would you like to see Ash Williams from The Evil Dead in MK11? Yes, I wanted to see Ash in MKXL, MKX, but he never made it as a DLC character. So I would be very, very happy if he makes it as a guest character in MK11. Acid asks, how do you feel about the Blaze Blue cross tag battle? I love the art design, but unfortunately I never got into any of the Blaze Blue games, so I have no character that I really want to play or that would make me buy the game. But I think the music in Blaze Blue is absolutely amazing. The pace of the game is amazing, and the art design is amazing. So I see why people like games like Blaze Blue, but I never really got into any of the characters, so I'm not really interested in playing it, but I will definitely watch some pros go at it in Blaze Blue cross tag battle. Jake asks, are you getting bored of Injustice 2 at all? The answer really is no, because I play pretty much every character in the cast, not to an expert level or to a competent level, but at least I could do stuff with them without looking completely lost, at least for the most part. There's some times where I'm man, what do I do with this character when I'm playing random character select? Gorilla Grodd, for example. That's one character that I haven't touched in a long time. I'll probably look lost, but the point is that I know how to play at least a little bit, a tiny bit of every single character in the cast. So the fact that I could pick, from this character, this character, or this character to make a video on and to play, it keeps the game fresh for me. Plus, legendary gear is something that, although I'm not very happy with some of the newer legendary gear, it's something that keeps the game fresh for me because it's like a new toy to use with whatever character I get legendary gear for. Like Green Lantern, for example. Turns him into his Injustice 1 self, and I thought that was very, very fun to play with. And also, I don't really play that much. As many videos as I upload, I only play when I record or stream. So most of the time that you guys see the videos, that's the first time playing in that week or something like that. You know what I mean? If I were to be playing every single day and record the videos fresh, the video that you see that day of matches I recorded that same day, I would definitely get bored of the game. But the fact that I don't play as much as it seems like I do keeps the game fresh for me because I get to take long breaks. All right, Jonah asks, if NetherRealm were to make a brand new fighting game, what would you want it to be about? I said this before, and I think a lot of people want this. I would want a terror drone type game for NetherRealm, like a horror movie icons fighting game with the engine of MKX, because I think Jason, I think Predator, Alien, these characters played very, very well, and they had a fun play style in the engine of MKX. So I think if NetherRealm were to make a fighting game with that engine, it would be amazing. Like having all these horror movie icons go at it in the NetherRealm engine with those graphics and with all the resources that NetherRealm has, it would be out of this world. Like, it wouldn't even have to be just strictly horror movie characters, but that's the first thing that comes to mind because, of course, fatalities, you know, horror movie characters, they have a lot of kills under their belt. So there's a wide range of references, movies, etc. that you could choose from to create fatalities, brutalities. Point being, Jason Voorhees, Predator, and Alien had so much references to their movies that it made like people who love those movies very, very happy. So that would be amazing if we had a horror movie fighting game. So I think that's gonna be the final question that I answer. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A video, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.